There are lots of conversations about money and money blocks and how our money blocks impact us. But what I feel is that there is a lot less given or told, like a powerful step, powerful process to really help you break free from money beliefs. So until somebody like spends decades of their life really understanding how to release those money beliefs, it can be very difficult because there is so much information, there are so many pieces there, but none of them makes like a full recipe, full framework where you can really tap into and really start to reinvent your relationship with money. So I would love for this session to be that go-to place, that system, that information, that full framework that you're looking for to break free from money beliefs and start attracting money straight away. Like with my clients, we don't wait for like months for our manifestations to show up or money to show up. Things change for them within weeks. Okay, so I'm going to share with you my 5 powerful steps. When you start applying them, your relationship with money and how money shows up in your life shifts within weeks. Okay, so this is really powerful, and sometimes in days as well. So you want to pay a lot of attention, make a lot of notes, because this will literally change your life. So the first thing what we want to understand when it comes to money is that, like we learned our native language, the language you speak, it's so natural to you. You can say any level of communication with it. Similarly, we have learned a language of money. So based on how money was when you were growing up, okay, how the financial situation was, you learned a language about money. You build a paradigm, a belief system about money, and then you have a relationship with money like you have a relationship with a person. So even before you knew what money was, before you even understood what money was, you had a relationship with money. So even when you were sleeping as a baby, or you were rolled up and people are having conversations around money and you couldn't even understand what they're saying, it was going all in your subconscious mind. So your relationship with money started to build up even before you came on this planet. When you were in your mother's womb, that's when it started to really formulate. Now, the depth of this relationship is that what you heard and what you saw other people feeling about money, you picked up those feelings. So you picked up the fear of your parents fearing that money will run out. And that fear not only went into your subconscious, but eventually it got stored in your body. So and then when you start to have that human experience of challenges with money, or sometimes fearing money will run out or not having enough, those fears got stored in your body. So if I say to you right now that imagine or feel like the money's gonna run out, or money's finishing, you can feel it. Like all of a sudden that panic sets in. Although I'm just asking you to imagine, I'm not saying that this will happen to you. I'm just saying imagine. So those things are already present within your body. They're stored in your body. They've gone from conscious to subconscious. And when you were little, you didn't even have conscious, so it went direct subconscious and unconscious, where it's stored in your body. So what we want to understand is that money is not just a mindset issue. That's why when coaches tell you to just visualize, just feel the feeling, just affirm, these mindset tools don't work, because it's an identity issue which is stored in your body. So what we want to look at is we want to connect with your body and see what you really think about money, what are your beliefs, and then we want to reprogram your identity, which will in turn reprogram your mind, because your mind will then be impressed, right? But it has gone way beyond mind. That's why even when you're visualizing, you're affirming, sometimes you're like, I can't feel the feeling, or I feel there is something there, like which is not letting me feel that way. Or even when I try that and I feel for a little bit, then something comes up, it's because it's gone past that. Okay, so the powerful steps for you to do that is, first of all, this is the first step which I'm going to share with you, is so easy, it's so simple. It's like, I don't even want you to imagine or think about any situation. It is literally using your physical reality to change how you see money. So the first step is practicing having. Whether you have $1 or $10 or $100 or $1,000, a couple of $1,000 or $1 million, you have money. Okay, so the point is you have money. Maybe not as much as you would love to. That's why you're watching this video. You would love to have more, but you have money. So anytime you spend money, so let's say you're buying your coffee, you're paying the electric bill, you are paying for something, you're on your way, you got thirsty, you wanted water, you want to be really in the feeling of I have money. Because what we often tend to do is we feel the feeling of not having enough despite the fact that we have money. So in that very moment when you spend money, you actually have money. And what we do is we feel lack, so we actually take our imagination to a lower place than physical reality, and then we create from the place of less than what we have right now, and then we attract more of lack. So actually we're using our imagination in the opposite way. What you want to start doing is whenever you pay any bill, you feel the feeling of having, and it's different than gratitude. I mean, there is an overlap, but the difference is that you're not just saying I'm grateful for this and that, you're saying I have money. And if you want to take it to the next level, have your having journal. That's the first thing I get my clients to do when they join any of my money programs. And at the end of the day or at the end of the week, write the fact that you spend money, you had money and you spend money. So I have the money to pay for. So you always start with I have the money to pay for whatever you paid for. I have money to pay for my dress. I have money to pay electric bill. And I'm so happy that I get to enjoy these things. So always write, you have the money to pay for what? And then how does it make you feel? Really tapping into the feeling of having. And when you practice that, all of a sudden now you're focusing on your identity of that person, and you're changing your model from I always feel lack to I have money. So this is the quick win, the fastest route, because that's when you start to attract more money out of nowhere, out of unpredictable places, and also your current money stays longer, and even you start to feel more free with money. Like you can spend more money, you enjoy money, you start really enjoying that cup of coffee that you bought. So instead of letting yourself indulge that experience of having that coffee or dinner, previously you were actually feeling bad. So despite the fact that you got that experience, the feeling of guilt wasn't allowing you to live that experience. But when you do that, you really immerse yourself in the feeling of having. And the more you do that, the more you feel free, the more you improve your connection with money, the more you start to have this feeling of being present, and the more you start to see money differently. And as a result, you start to attract more money. Your current money stays longer, and then you can compound the feeling of having and keep attracting more, and then you compound more the feeling of having more money coming in, and it just keeps compounding. And you don't have to try to believe in something or have faith in something, because you're just using a current reality to manifest abundance. So this is really powerful. The other thing, what is really important, is to allow yourself to see the circulation of money. So we have grown up in the environment where we are constantly shown that there is lack on the TV or around us, everywhere. It's there is economic crisis, or there is recession coming, or people don't have jobs. We're always told that this is the worst time. Times have always been challenging, right? Nobody's ever said that this is the easiest time I can have. So we always have been shown, since we are growing up, a very skewed view of the world, right? And a view of money that it's always less, it's complicated, it's unreliable, you have to save it, you have to really hold on to your money because it's going to run out, and all these things. So what you want to look at is you want to look at the experiences of a lot of circulation of money. So what I get my clients to do is to go to posh places where a lot of money is being circulated. If you're into handbags, go into Chanel store. See how many people are queuing up to buy those purses. If you're into watches, go and look at your favorite brands. Not you don't have to buy them, but what you're doing is you're looking at how many people are paying for those things. Go and sit in a posh hotel and see how many people are coming in and out. See the abundance, see the overflow, see how much money is being circulated every single minute. How much money is being circulated in a London stock exchange or other stock markets. How much money is being spent on the car industry. Start to look at a lot of circulation of money. How much money circulated through the casinos in Vegas. So there is a lot of money constantly being circulated. Okay. And what we want to really understand is that we are now exposing ourselves to the different side of the world. Okay. And the more you do it, the more you normalize large sum of monies, the more it will help you believe in your manifestation. So the third thing, which is really, really powerful, is how do you really think about money? So if money was a person, how would you really think about money? What is your relationship with money? Like, do you feel like it's unpredictable, it's unreliable, it's never there when you need it? Do you feel like it is a greatest resource, is a greatest tool? What is your current experience with money? Okay. The best way to do it, to uncover that, is to write a love letter to money. And when I say love letter, it doesn't mean you have to write what you love about money. It means you have to write if we could really unfilter, and if you could be very honest with money, and if you could go on that rant, where you're complaining and saying, money, you were not there when I wanted you, and where were you when I really wanted that experience, and you never showed up for me, and all those things. Like we can really unfilter how you really feel about money, and you allow yourself to really write that, and without worrying that, I'm going in negative, because this is the greatest piece of awareness, that when you're actually uncovering how you feel about money, you will understand what is your subconscious and your identity around money, like what you really think, not what you want to think, but what you really think, because we cannot change anything until we know what it is. So this is the greatest exercise to see what is your relationship with money. And once you know that, then you can start changing that, and you can start questioning it, like, why do I feel this way? What makes me think that way? Like, why am I trying that? Why am I thinking about money this way? If I was born today and nobody told me anything about money, how would I feel about money? Would I feel the same, what I'm saying in this letter? The other thing which is really important to understand, which is my fourth point, is your money frequency. So your body is constantly vibrating, and you are currently vibrating on a frequency of money, on a frequency of love, on a frequency of relationship, health, everything, right? So you have a vibration point, an attraction point, an energetic point of attraction for everything. Now, what your energetic point for attraction for money is reflected to you in your bank account every single month. Okay. So when you attract that certain amount of money in your bank account, that has just shown you how you have been vibrating that month. And what you can start to observe is that this is just a number, like any other frequency. That's just a number, and you can start to lock yourself up into a higher frequency. So let's say if you are currently attracting 5,000 a month, you can go to 15,000, 20,000, 30,000, set a new frequency, be very specific what it is, don't keep changing it, write it on the goal card, and then start to create that feeling of having that money, and see where you start to have the sensations in your body. So like if you have a sensations in your belly, that means you don't trust yourself that you can create that much money. If you have a sensation in your heart, that means you don't love yourself enough. How do you feel when you see that money in your bank account, right? So if you have sensations in your throat, that means you don't allow yourself to express yourself fully. Okay, so you can really see where those sensations, if you have sensations in your back or pain in your back, that means you feel you're not supported, or you're not supported, you feel you have to do everything yourself, you're not taking the help from the other side, right? So you can start to really lock yourself into that frequency and start to create a parallel world in your mind while paying attention to your body and what your body is telling you, and start to really see yourself with that money. Okay, that means now you can literally take a screenshot of your bank account, cut that number, and put the new number, what you're seeing every single month. You can start to really ask yourself, how would my life look like when I have that amount of money? How would I live my life? How would I spend money? What will be the changes? Would I have a new car? Would I have a house? So start to like build a parallel world in your mind with that amount of money. Okay, and then start to really live there. And as you start to do that, you'll start to uncover the blocks in your body. And when you have those sensations, then go within and ask yourself, like, why am I feeling this way? Where is this coming from? Why do I think this way? Why don't I trust myself? Is it something happened in my childhood where I didn't really trust myself? I didn't really believe in my capability? What is it? Okay. And then comes the most important, last but not least, your money identity. Okay. So who are you right now when it comes to money? So the version of you who attract a lot of money, exponential wealth with ease and flow and effortlessly, it's very natural for them, is probably really confident, They really believe that they're really good at what they do. They show up. They find earning money very easy because what they do is incredible, and they have unwavering conviction, and they just do things with ease and flow. So they are not thinking that I need to work really hard to do everything. I need to kill myself. I need to compromise. They're thinking about it gets to be easy. What I do turns into gold. The identity, the version of you, see yourself as on a miraculous frequency, that they attract money out of nowhere. Their current money stays longer. And also the service they provide, the things they do in exchange for money are incredible. People love their work. Like if I look at my identity as a coach, the things that I started to put in my identity is that my messages connect deeply with people's consciousness, their heart. I am a true walking, talking embodiment of what I do. People really resonate with my messages. People love paying me. People love what I've got to offer. People love my teachings. My master classes and my sessions and my videos are a masterpiece. Everything comes naturally to me. It is who I am that is a match for money. So the more I breathe, the more I live, the more I express myself, the more I step into who I am, I attract money. So I connected money with being, right? So the more I be me, the more it's ease and effortlessness and being super connected to who I am, the more I attract money. So you can have a version of you can create that identity, and the more you start to see yourself that way, because identity shift is not about changing who you are, it's about changing the way you see yourself. So the more you start to see yourself that way, as a version of you who is an effortless, natural match for money, you will just attract money. Like no matter what you do, what you don't do. Because I know a lot of people feel like, I think I should be doing more. I'm not doing enough, right? So the more you start to really tap into that identity, who is a natural autopilot match for a lot of money, the more money will come and flow in your life with ease, because it's your identity that's controlling you. So if you are saying that I need to really like work hard to attract money, I need to do this and I need to do this, but if your identity is not supporting that, then you will just end up creating more of the same. So start shifting your identity and see yourself as a natural match for an overflowing bank account, and see the magic happens. So hopefully you find it useful. Please watch it again and again, so that it really you start to, instead of understand it, you start to live by it. And when you live by it, you are a super, super powerful magnet to money. And I'll see you soon.